to do some shouting this afternoon. We wait for the kick-off. Ellis to take it. It's a deep one, and Swinton have that first possession with Braycheck, who's been in good form in recent weeks. Played well against his former club Halifax last week. Always a committed player and a leader in the group. Josh Barlow playing. He was named at prop this afternoon, which isn't his first choice position, but he's a committed player and he'll do his best for the team. Nicholson, who's looked good since coming back from the injury which kept him out for most of last year. Swinton attacking down the far side early on in this game. Not a bad first set from the Lions up towards halfway. It's a straight charge, nothing fancy on this first set. Into the Hull Kingston Rovers half, and that's the fifth. Swinton will look to kick deep. Sure, they're going through hands, and then there is a kick on the far side which will go dead behind the post, so that'll be a tap and a zero tackle count. Fourth first kick there for the Lions. And from a decent first possession, they've given Hull KR 3 metres in the tap. The zero tackle count that came in this season. That first tackle when the ball was dead behind the post. Swinton have the wind behind them early on, and they can penalise. It's only taken a minute. Swinton straight away. Falling foul of a referee who didn't win any friends on one of his last visits here for the game against Bradford, when several players were sent off after he lost complete control of the game. And OK have a chance to attack for the first time this afternoon. Davis in the tackle for Swinton. It's a good play, the ball leaves a couple of Swinton men down. And Hunt gets into position. Now look as though they're going to attack on that far side. The middle they come again. Looks a bit high, use an arse from the visiting support. The referee stops the clock. The touch should just come on. That'll be a penalty for the visitors right under the sticks. Josh Barlow, the man at fault. It's a high tackle and an easy decision for Mr. Sweet. Short Kingston Rovers aren't going to look to take the two. They do go through hands. The tackle again for Swinton. Needs to make amends for that error. The visitors really putting Swinton under pressure early on. A couple of mistakes from the Lions inviting pressure. This time the visitors open it out onto the near side, but they've just run out of room. Swinton get across well to stop it. Good goal line defence that from Swinton. One tries to go on the near side, they've got it on the short side, and Hull in. I think it was a good attempt from Murphy to stop him. But it's Hull who opened the scoring. He dummied inside and went back to the short side. Rovers 4, Swinton 0. Had a good start for Swinton. A poor kick at the end of the first set invited the pressure, and then a high tackle from Josh Barlow gifted them the repeat set as well, right in front of the post. OKR fans are enjoying that one. Looks as though it may be an uphill task for Swinton this afternoon. Still just putting the scoreboard together. We weren't ready for that one. Right early on, catching the scoreboard operator out. John Duffy wasn't happy last week after discipline cost Swinton time and time again. It's been the story of the season, and that try was just a summing up of the season so far. Decent set in possession, poor kick at the end of it, then a penalty, and they find themselves defending their own line and were able to keep the opposition out. Swinton's season summed up in the first minute of the game. That kick's a pretty poor one, so 4-0 remains the OKR lead. pantomime boos from the visiting fans. I don't think that 2 points will come in crucial come the end of this one, but you never know. And it'll be Atkins to get us back underway for Swinton. Mr. Sweet on halfway, waiting for the Lions to come back up. With the restart, it's a deep one which is taken right on the dead ball line. The wind maybe just carrying it slightly. Swinton with the wind behind them in the first half, and OKR start the set 10 in front of their own post. Attacking this Swinton right edge defence again, which has been a major weak point for the Lions all season. Every team has come and attacked it since London. Had joy early on, the ball went loose for a second there, but they are hanging on and points in the one and are making good progress into the Swinton half down below us. Seeing plenty of the ball early on. Swinton again pushed back towards their own post on the 5th. So a man left down after that. OKR decide to go through hands towards the far side. They're going to need to look to get a kick away because the space is really closing up. Swinton wrap it up and that'll be a handover. Improved defensive set from Swinton. No penalties given away that time, which is some sort of victory. Mike Button play the ball on the far side. The referee's not happy with the play the ball, but he doesn't give offside. So look to the offsides along the line there, but play on. Robinson comes right across the field to take the carry. He makes more metres than any other player in the team with that duck coming across from his wing, and he did well there. Nicholson with a short ball to Dwyer. Looking to attack that far side again. I wonder if that's a tactic that has come up within the week. He's gone down that left side on both possessions so far. Nicholson in possession again. It's a messy play the ball and the knock-on's given. I think Braycheck wants the penalty there, but Mr. Sweet is certainly not a Swinton fan and he doesn't give anything away. First run goes to OKR and another set ends in disappointment for Swinton. Errors of their own making. Again, John Duffy shaking his head below us. They can work on whatever they want in training, but if you can't play the ball properly, you're not going to get very far in a competitive league. OKR going down the narrow side again. Looking to attack the Swinton left edge right in front of the main stand there. Inside they come in. Nicholson's in the tackle. He's been in good form since his return from injury. He was a big loss for Swinton last year. A serious knee injury. Suffered about a third of the way into the season and he's only just coming back to full fitness now. In this pre-season as well. Now looking to open it up the middle. They've got space on the near side. They can get the ball out, but they don't need to. Inside they go. Extend the lead with soft defence from Swinton again. They expected the ball outside. They used an overlap run. And OKR double the lead. Overtake Swinton 0. Good start for Swinton. Defensively they've got issues, but with the ball in hand they've tossed up possession cheaply on both occasions. And Hull haven't had to work too hard for that. The noisy travelling support enjoying the afternoon in the sail sunshine. It's not always like this. We've got another nice trip to look forward to against Toulouse next weekend. They'll be taking a healthy following over there. Let's hope for their sake they're not subject to air traffic strikes as Swinton fans were. Ellis looks to convert. Let's hope his kick for his sake's a better one than his last effort into the wind. They really shanked that last one. The ball blows off the tee, get him a bucket of sand and he can kick it off that. These new kicking tees never used to fall off the sand. someone lying down with a finger on it. Ellis strikes it, it's a swerving kick again, but this time it is between the sticks. And Hull lead by 10 points to 0. And Chris Atkin can practice his restart again. Ellis with 1 from 2 so far. Swinton in a hurry to get on with things. This was a fairly rushed kick-off. Deep one again, the wind just taking it right to the dead ball line on one bounce. And Hull can have another goal at the Swinton line. Oliver Davis in the tackle. And Rovers look to attack this near side this time. Strong tackling from Marlow. Swinton will be happy to see a set out. If only just risking the wrath of Mr. Sweet by lying on a moment too long there, but he gets away with it. And one gets into position. Hulkey can line up a move. It's a late strike, a couple of good passes, and Hulkey looking to attack the far side again. He's been given a penalty. There were 2 late hits there as the ball moved along the line. And the referee was happy that one of them was late enough to warrant a penalty. And Hull get a penalty against Swinton, gifting them easy meters, top of the league, and not having to work for anything. Another penalty. Marlow coming in on the chop for Swinton. He needs to get back into the line. Swinton managed to get on behind the ball that time. Kingston Rovers fans will be noisy all game, I think, if the team keeps playing like this along the line they come. And they've got another chance on this near side. That time Swinton do just enough to get across. Back inside they come, but it's the switch play again, and if they can get an offload, well, they would have been in there. Swinton doing enough, that's the 5th. Back in towards the centre ground they come. It's drilled through the middle by Ellis, but he's put far too much on it. And Swinton will get the tap and a chance to try and calm things down. With a tap on the 20 and then the 0 tackle count as Murphy runs it up. Not a bad first carry. This will be the first tackle coming up. Swinton looking to speed it up. The ball's gone loose, and this time Swinton do get the penalty. Mike Butt look for a quick play the ball. Okay, we're still getting back and happy to just give away the penalty and get themselves lined up properly. So Nicholson can have the tap. Braycheck takes the first carry. Barlow was to his right, but Braycheck had no ideas in his mind of passing that one. Nicholson in acting half. Barlow wants it again, but he goes to Atkins. Swinton switching the play. Better play from the Lions. Can they put pressure on the Rovers line for the first time? Barlow does get his carry eventually, and it's not a bad effort. In contact, he makes an extra couple of metres. Nicholson moves Swinton to the left this time. Atkin delays his pass to Murphy, who did well to take it under real pressure there. He was just reaching out in front of himself. He did well to take it. Braycheck, Swinton up towards the Hull KR line with a chance on the 5th to put a play on this line. Posts are wobbling. Swinton look to go through hands and try and conjure something on the far side. A nice step from Ben White, but he can't get the ball away. There'll be a handover just in front of the post there. Ben White doing his best to show a good step last week against Halifax. The referee stopping the clock because Swinton have a man down, which is really bad news with the Derby double-header next weekend. Oldham on Good Friday and then Rochdale here on Easter Monday. Swinton can't afford to lose any more players. The squad's thin as it is, and Nicholson being down, maybe not the worst player to have down with 2 hookers on the bench for Swinton, so he may be able to continue anyway. Gantry's shaking now. Rovers fans banging the stand. That ladder might fall down. It's not going very well. Swinton happy to take that one because it could have been another try for Rovers with the inside ball there, and the referee decided it was forward, and Swinton will have a full set inside the Rovers half, not a bad position. Gore will put the ball in, Nicholson's at the base of the scrum, out it comes. Atkin moves it on, Swinton looking to open it out on the first play with Murphy. But he can't find a way through, but not enough room, he goes in at acting half. He decides to just pop it off to Atkin, who shows a good dummy and a good step, but the runner wasn't there for him. He had to take the tackle, Swinton moving towards the near side this time, 10 from the line. 15 from the line with Hankinson. Back inside, Gore running along the line. 3 dummy runners onto Atkin, who almost finds a breakthrough. Rovers shut him down. They're on their own line now. Swinton looking for a quick play. The ball have been given a penalty. Rovers slowing it down again. As they got men across to that. And Swinton will take the tap. There's not much value in taking 2 points, so Barlow decides to have a go at the line. He evades the first tackler, a pretty weak effort that. He's brought down just in front of the post there, the left hand post. Atkin with a quick ball, and Swinton have a chance here. Murphy with a flat one, and Swinton are in. It was simple stuff, Ben White on the end of it. Atkin with a good pass, and then Murphy moved it on quickly, and that's what Swinton can do. They're quite good in attack. They get a first try of the afternoon here. It's Rovers 10, Swinton 4. White, who scored a good try last week at Halifax, adds to his tally this season. Playing at centre, he lost his place in the half-backs to Grant Gore this year. And the White-Atkin half-back partnership has done pretty well for Swinton over the last couple of years. 1 or 2 eyebrows raised when it was broken up, but he's performing well in centre there. And he gets another try to add to his tally. So 4 plays 10 with the kick to come. Last week Swinton switched the goal kick around. Atkin has been taking them up to that point, and Hankinson took over. Hankinson taking over kicking duties last week, and he kicked pretty well at Halifax, so he's been given a nod to do it again this afternoon. I think Atkin's confidence may have taken a slight knock after so many close defeats in which goal kicking could have proved the difference, but he's still a good goal kicker. And he is a man for the pressure. But Hankinson lined up this one. Car park end. Hankinson with the strike win behind him, but it's across the face's goal. It lands into somebody's car. He won't be too happy with that. Swinton off the mark at least. He's 10-4. Rovers to restart the game. Ellis will send a kick into the wind. Good recovery that from the Lions after a dreadful start to the game. Benefiting from a couple of decisions as well. Ellis with the kick, fairly central position. I think the wind just deceived Grant Gore for a second. He holds a hand up in apology. Swinton can safely field the ball now. Look to challenge the Rovers line again with Josh Barlow. Barlow leaves the Rovers man on his back. Davis plays it. Gets it back into central ground again. Certainly outsized in the pack, but Swinton team, plenty of heart. They keep going all day long. Nicholson pulls it back to Atkin, who is under no sort of pressure. What happened to the whole KL line there? They stood off him. And Swinton are going to be in again here. What on earth were Hulkingston Rovers doing? There was nobody there. Atkin couldn't believe his luck. And Swinton are in again. And he's 10-8 in a flash. What on earth was the defence doing there? Atkin was ready to kick it and he looked up and there was no one there to challenge him. Swinton won't score an easier try all season. Credit to Atkin for spotting the opportunity. White has a second. The old half-back pairing of White and Atkin combining. And I'm sure Tim Sheens will have something to say about his defence there, because that was dreadful stuff from the visitors. Swinton find themselves back in the game with a chance to level it from the kick. Hankinson steadying himself. The wind's really howling round and round now. The mic's picking it up slightly. Trying to shield it as much as possible. Swinton take the applause of the crowd as they make their way back, lining up for the restart. Hankinson preparing to take the kick, left-footed from the left-hand side. But again, it's no extras added for Swinton. So 10 plays, 8 goal kicking the difference so far. Hull need to put their ideas up on that defence. I'll have to look at the video again to see what happened. Maybe they were thinking about making a change and it distracted them. I don't know. The referee stops the clock as Ellis tries to get the ball on the kicking tee again. They need to get a better tee because he's having trouble getting it on there. The referee can't start the clock and we get back underway with a kick which Grant Gore will field. Gore will take it up to the line, he takes a big hit, the ball goes loose, the touch judge is on and Swinton will have a penalty. Gore looks in a bad way on the deck. I think Swinton will have a penalty for the high tackle here. The touch judge was straight onto the field. And Mr. Sweet needs to think back to the Bradford game a month or two ago when this sort of thing spilled over into several brawls. They do well to remember that game and crack down on it early on. A bit of frustration maybe from the visitors at conceding such a soft try. Gore just on his haunches. The referee's calling Johnson over for a talking to. Lunt's there in his role as captain. Johnson gets a talking to. I think the referee will decide that that's enough. Swinton will have a penalty for the high shot. And Gore may need to head to the dressing rooms for a head test. Swinton may be forced into a change here. He doesn't look as though he knows what day of the week it is. He may be ordered to go to the dressing room here for concussion test. It looks as though Gore may be given the green light to continue. Atkin can kick to touch with a penalty. High tackle is the decision. Atkin kicks it into the car park behind us and Swinton can look to attack the Rovers line again. And suddenly the visitors finding themselves on the back foot in this game, which seemed unlikely 5 minutes in. Nicholson to the left to Barlow, shouts it forward below us. Nothing given and Nicholson's in position again. Barlow plays it, Swinton looking to attack that left hand side where the 2 tries have come from and Atkin finds space. And Swinton are in again. This is unbelievable. Right gut with the try. Swinton have taken the lead against Hull Kingston Rovers, whose right edge defence looks even worse than our own this season. And no one would have expected this. It's Swinton 12, Rovers 10. Atkin causing problems again. I lost sight of it for a moment there. So Swinton's slick attack, it's got a reputation in this division. And it's paid off again now for Swinton. They take the lead. One-way traffic for the last couple of minutes. Mike Butt adds his name to the score sheet. Swinton 12, Rovers 10. John Duffy and Stuart Little below us. They were almost laughing when they went through there. I don't think they can believe it. Well, maybe they have spotted a weakness on that Rovers right edge defence, and they've exploited it 3 times. And Hankinson hits the post. Well, that's 0 from 3. And I wonder if Chris Atkin will take back over the kicking duties after that one. He really should have kicked that one. Well, Swinton lead, and that's something they weren't expecting. Ellis can get us back underway, and Stewart's having some work to do below us as fans are starting to climb on top of the dugouts. Ray check with the carries. Committed, direct player. Murphy, one-handed kick up. And Swinton looking to move the ball to that far side, and you can't blame them. That's the way they're going to go every time now. Barrow wasn't closed down. The line speed's pretty slow from Rovers again. Robinson's gone across and again ducks into the tackle. Swinton up to halfway on the 5th. This time I'm sure they will kick it. Atkin dabs one over, but he stays in field. Not the kick that Swinton would have been hoping for, but not a bad set again, and they've managed to push Rovers back in the tackle as well. Good stuff from the Lions. And some of the Rovers players very slow back to join their own line. They won't be happy with that, the coaching staff of Tim Sheens. Maybe thinking they just had to turn up to win the game in the first 5 minutes, maybe reinforcing that view for the visitors, but Swinton have surprised everyone with 3 quick tries, and Rovers find themselves on halfway, trailing by 12 points to 10. Playing into the wind in this first half, the kick down towards this near corner, which Jack Murphy's going to get across to take. Good chase that, better play from the visitors, good kick and chase. Murphy forced to field it in front of his own line. Robinson now with the carry, trying to take Swinton away from danger. They look to go towards that. Swinton left again. This is better from Rovers, who've picked up the line speed. Robinson with another carry, this time he makes 10 metres before he's met by the defence. And Hankinson goes across this time, wanting to get in on the action. On the 5th, still inside their own half. So an improved set from Rovers, and Atkin puts his boot to it. It's a deep one with the wind. It takes a touch off a Rovers hand. Fielded 5 metres in front of the goal line. Swinton's chase isn't as good as it might have been from a good kick there. Swinton kick with the wind, but we'll have a penalty for holding on. And that's a 2-1 to concede. Rovers will kick it up towards halfway, just in, well, still inside their own half. You should have thought they'd have been able to get out of the half of the kick there, but now they can run it into the Swinton half and look to turn the tide in this game again. Swinton yet to make a change, but I think a change is imminent. It looks as though Anthony Bates about to come on for the Lions. So maybe a change in the second row, but Rovers moving to the far side. Atkin gets across in the nick of time. Swinton struggling to get back onto their own line. Ian Hull trying to attack the near side, and there's a reach over. The referee's having a look, and that'll be a try. Rovers regained the lead. They went for the power play on that far side. Swinton couldn't get men underneath the ball, and Rovers regained the lead. It's 14 points to 12. The defence has gone out of the window this afternoon. It's going to be a high scoring game. Neither side looks particularly strong in defence. Ellis will line up the kick into the wind. It's not an easy kick, this one. This is 4 points. So Ellis to try and improve his kicking. Bates coming on for Swinton. We'll wait to see who goes off for the Lions. I suspect it could be Josh Barlow. The two often interchange. Bates warming up on halfway. As Ellis lines up the kick again. He spots the ball a couple of times. He's not happy with his kicking team. It's a really strong wind that he's kicking into. Again, he steps back up to the ball. This time it looks as though he may finally strike it, but the ball blows off his tee. And we have to wait a bit longer. Try again, Ellis, but the ball blows off the tee again. Come on. Surely they can afford a bit of blue tack or something. Ellis will try for a third time. And the ball blows off again. He's just looking for someone to come across, and I think Lunt maybe doing the old lying down with a finger on the ball trick. Not a job I'd fancy, that one. But Lunt as captain, got to do it. Ellis looks like he's taking a shorter run up this time. Eventually he strikes the ball. It's not a bad effort, that. It hangs in the wind, but it doesn't quite have enough on it. Good attempt with the wind. It was just too strong. So 14 plays 12. Midway through the half.
Interchange for the Lions, number 16, Anthony Bate, replacing number 19, Josh Barlow.
Here's Barlow, who is withdrawn for Swinton. Bate on for Barlow, changing the pack for the Lions. Atkin to take the restart. The referee wasn't even looking. And Rovers will look to extend the lead before the break. Attacking down this near side, where Grant Gore's in attendance for Swinton. Robinson needs support alongside him to prevent an overlap. This time Rovers go back inside. Thornley in the tackle, the Swinton captain, playing at loose forward this afternoon. He's played in centre and the second row so far this season. Rovers moving it to the far side, and Atkin gets across. He needs support from White to complete the tackle. Swinton doing well to shut it down, but Rovers making good yardage. And again they just go straight up the middle. On the 5th, I think we may see a high kick hanging in the wind this time, but Rovers go the far side and they do hang one up. Can they get men underneath it? Murphy takes it superbly. Under all sorts of pressure. Good work from the former Wigan man. And Butt does well to make a few metres from the quick play the ball. Smart work from the Lions fullback. Robinson's gone across and he ducks under the first tackle, but he's brought down. Robinson coming off his wing again to take the pressure off the forwards early in the tackle. Cam Braychett does well. There was a missed tackle in the middle. Swinton keeping the ball alive. And Atkin finds himself in possession again. Everything for Swinton going through Chris Atkin at the moment. Anthony Bate gets the first carry and it's a good offload to Thornley, who looks for support. He finds a Rovers man who then has the ball stripped from him, so that'll be a put in at the scrum for the visitors. So nearly another chance for the Lions, just couldn't find the right offload. And then a decent ball strip actually, which gives Swinton a chance to set the line for this scrum. Rancor moving up. Bate, who's lining up alongside Hankinson here. Gore goes in a scrum half position. Rovers go the other way anyway, so it didn't matter. Swinton can look to set the line as Rovers will play it on halfway. Committed display so far from Swinton, but it's Rovers on the attack again and making meters. A loose pass though, a good one-handed pick up on the near side, but they've lost some momentum there. And they're attacking this near side again. Swinton just need to be a bit quicker off the mark because Rovers will look to exploit any opportunity around the ruck area. But there's a forward pass. And Swinton get away with that one without having to do too much defending. Bit of free possession on the back of a mistake. Maybe the wind just affecting the passing here. Can Swinton regain the lead before the break? Gore to take the put in. Nicholson set himself at the base of the scrum there. And out he comes with Nicholson. Atkin again, just assessing his options, and Rovers this time shutting down. Gore moves in at acting half. Murphy wants the carry. Here is Murphy. But better line speed again from Rovers to try and restrict Swinton. Braycheck's come off for the Lions. I didn't see who went on for him. Swinton changing it up in the first half now then. To the Rovers half. Not a bad set this on the back of that scrum. Needs a good kick at the end of it though. And that's the fifth. Atkins in position to take the kick, but it's Swinton deciding to run it again, and they've got good line shape on the near side. So they've run out of room. Threatening again through hands, that's Swinton's speciality. That time Rovers got men across and shut it down. And it's their turn to try and attack on this near side. Davies in the tackle. It's Rob Lever who came on for Andy Braycheck. I suspect Lever may go in at loose forward. Swinton shuffling things around. But they'll be pretty happy with how things are going so far. Davis in the tackle, a bit of a slower play the ball that time. And Luke Waterworth's come on, so change at hooker as well for Swinton, who are really mixing things up now. Rovers with a hurried kick. One or two shouts for a late hit on the kicker, but play answers the referee. And Swinton have possession. Not a good kick at the end of that set from Rovers, who could have put Swinton under a bit more pressure with it. Robinson again taking an early carry in the set. And Waterworth's in at acting half for the first time this afternoon. White spins out of a tackle, but he's unable to get an offload because there's three men around him. To straighten things up this time. Can they get another try before the break? Moving towards the far side. Atkin with an early kick. Drills it into touch and he gets applause from below us, but it's gone dead behind the dead ball line, so the applause was perhaps a bit premature there. Not the best of kicks in the end. The wind perhaps just carrying it further than it would ordinarily have gone. It's a dry track, so balls will bounce on a bit further. And the gifted Hull KR 20 metres. Rovers making some changes now. Given a surprise by this Swinton team. They've made changes to their own team this afternoon. Some young players in there, but still the confident they've got enough ability to come out on top this afternoon. Driving towards the Swinton line, into the wind. Attacking this right hand side, a good miss out pass. And Rovers almost getting across again. Murphy did well, that's the fifth. Terrific pass, opened it out. They're going to try the power play with a kick into the in-goal area, but there's far too much on it. A poor kick at the end of the set. Swinton will take the tap on 20. And there's no thought of slowing things down for Swinton. It's a frantic pace to be playing a game against a full-time team. Played with a carry. Swinton really playing at 100 mile an hour here. It's reminiscent of the London game. Swinton ran out of steam in the last 2 minutes to lose it. Waterworth in acting half. Swinton will be happy with how things have gone so far after a poor start. Lever's ball was flat, too flat, it goes loose, and Rovers have a chance here on a free play. It's worth trying something, but they've overrun it. Rather wasted a free play there. Could have tried something. To line up quickly that time. Good line speed from the Lions. Can they maintain it though? That's the question. Good ball. Central position, 20 metres from the line. Back across field they come. That was a bit of a nothing play. Waste of a tackle. Play the ball, shoots away off the boot there. There's a good offload. This could be another try for Rovers. It's really well. Terrific finish. The tackling may have been soft, but Rovers kept it alive. A good spin. And we're over again, and Swinton will be disappointed from that. There was a loose pass in there, but no one could get onto it. And Rovers have scored again. 18 points to 12 now the lead with a kickable conversion attempt to come.
18 points to 12 with the conversion to come, and that was a good time to score for the Robins. A good finish from the debut.
Good try that, fair play to Rovers for that one. The fans enjoyed it. Down below us. Rovers debut. Ellis will attempt to take the kick again. They've got someone there, maybe he can hold the ball for him. I don't know what I think he's got to be a player who's on the field who can hold the ball. I'm not sure you can have a substitute doing it as he's touching the ball, so you may need to get someone across if it doesn't stay on the tee this time. Ellis with another fairly short run up. May try and kick it low to avoid the wind causing him problems. It's a good kick onto the roof of the hospitality there. And Rovers lead by 20 points to 12. An exciting first half at Haywood Road. Plenty for people to enjoy, perhaps not defensive coaches, because both sides have not shown any real quality in defence. Hacking will take the restart, it'll be a deep one with the wind again. Swinton line looking to race up there and put pressure on this. Rovers set early on, try and win the ball back inside the Rovers half. Davis with a solid tackle. To look at Lever involved this time. Swinton need to get the men square. That was a messy play. The ball playing says the referee. Rovers could be getting a crucial try before the break. Murphy does well. Swinton have got players streaming back, but they need to be smart. Rovers should score here. They've got plenty of men over. And they're in on the far side. Could have been kicking himself if they couldn't convert that one. And in the blink of an eye, it's Rovers with two quick fire tries, taking the game away from Swinton. in the middle. Murphy did well to delay the attack, but he couldn't slow it down anymore without giving away the penalty. Rovers were smart, they moved it to the fringe where they had the men over. Rovers extend their lead further. Things are suddenly looking a bit grim for Swinton. Ellis will line up another conversion attempt. Similar position to his last effort, this one. His previous effort, I should say. Flowing right across the field from Ellis's position to where we are on the gantry. A cold breeze, that. Something's just gone in for a moment. The Rovers players will be feeling a bit more happy going into the half-time team talk. That's a great kick from Ellis. In difficult windy conditions, terrific effort that. That's insult to injury for Swinton. Extends the Rovers lead. Moments of the half, a bad time to concede. Rovers leading by 26 points to 12. I'm sure Swinton will want to just go deep and see how the first half it looks as though it may go out on the full. Well, it's been taken. Didn't take any chances. Heading towards the near touchline. Safety first from Rovers, taking it on the full. We'll be hoping for a repeat of that last set where from nothing they sprung an attack on the Swinton line. Found a gap in the middle with a reverse ball inside. Swinton needs to shut down the wings. Off it in the gantry now. Central position for Rovers. Is it worth them attempting the early kick? Now the ball will hold up and blow back to them. Swinton dropping Mike Butt back now. Rovers going through hands and there's a gap in the middle again. And Thornley does well to hang on. That's the fifth, the hooter goes.